Hello everyone, it is me, and today I'm gonna do a video on the controversy about Starfield. And the reason why I decided to do this because I find it quite oddly silly and interesting, and I thought I might give my say on it. So essentially, if you don't know what Starfield is, it's basically this open world sci-fi game by Bethesda, essentially, and it's basically this video game company, which do games like well-known games like Fallout and Doom. Well, they one that did. I don't think the one that did Cyberpunk. I don't. I think that was another company. I'm not really into video games that much, to be honest. I play. I do know. I do know that Bethesda made Doom and Fallout, and Doom is actually quite good. I remember playing Doom years ago on my Switch. Doom is actually a good game, so it isn't like a completely bad gaming company. They do good games, and essentially what controversy is about basically essentially it's about pronouns. Essentially pronouns. So because in the game, when you first start the game, you have to decide whether you want to be male or female, but they do also have the option for say them, but you can just change it up. You can change it, so if you want to look like a man, and technically be a girl, you can in this game. So that would be causing lots of controversy, especially on Twitter, because of that reason, and also for a fact that lots of the characters are just like independent, like black women, essentially, and yeah, that's really what the main controversy is about. And the game itself apparently has mixed views on it. The game, some people like the game, some people don't. So, what are my thoughts on it? Well, my thoughts are that it is overall like it's stupid. It's just incredibly stupid that they are doing this. That we have the options to be non-binary, because I've said this in the past. It's stupid. You're either a man or a woman. No in between, unless you're like a transvestite, but that's like 0.1% of people at the very most, at least. So I do agree. Well, I do agree with it on the fact that with people that's stupid and it shouldn't be in the game. That like deciding whether you want to be a male or female, that's fine. That's fine. That makes sense. That does make sense. But having like non-binary option is just quite stupid and a waste of time. And even in the game, but even if the game, but don't even the voice lines. If you just have your non-binary option, I heard it's gonna be wrong. But they don't even call you they. They call you he or she. So on the way you look, so it's just a worthless option. It seemed very last minute as well. It seemed like we did it in the last minute or so. In that regard, but there are people who want to boycott the game because of it, because of the they them pronouns that have the option in the games, because it is apparently politically correct or woke. It's basically just like another cultural thing. In my opinion on the culture war is I just do not care about the culture war whatsoever. It's a very American thing. It's very American. Well, like it's basically, if you don't know what it is, basically like you got like traditionalists and progressives, essentially for the most part, and basically the traditionalists want like traditional things, and the progressives want progressive things. So like the progressives wants like diversity and gayness, and I'm sorry, I'm very tired. I did go to sleep around. I don't forget what time I went to sleep. I'm going off topic here, but I do not know what time I went to sleep last night. I woke up the night before on Saturday. I woke up on Saturday like 6 o'clock, but I went to bed at 2, so I didn't get that much sleep. So I just went straight to bed and woke up around similar time, around 6 o'clock. So if I do sound a bit off, it's because I haven't got that much sleep. So I'm back on track. Basically, what I was trying to say is that basically about the culture war and how I don't care about it, and I'm not going to go and it isn't about that. So you can learn about that in your own time. So in my opinion, at least, yes, they do have a right. People have a right not to buy your game, of course. People have a right not to buy your product. That should be obvious. But at the same time, though, the reason why they are boycotting it is stupid from an outsider looking in. Like I said before, though, I don't care about the culture war. I don't care about it. I'm not invested. But I also don't care about video games as a whole that much. There is some games I do like. Don't get me wrong. I like Five Nights at Freddy's. Dungeon Romper is good. GTA is good as well. That's really it, to be fair. The only real games I do like. Oh, I'm trying to think. Outlast is good. Hopefully the Outlast Trials does get on Xbox because I want to play it. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm not. I do only like a couple of games I do find interesting. What I'm trying to get at. But at the same time, though, like when you are boycotting and refusing to buy a game, people ask you why. Say it's because of they them pronouns. It just seems a bit over exaggerated. Like, yes, I already said this in the start. It's stupid. I agree. It's utterly stupid. It shouldn't be in the game. But like, it's like there for 5 seconds, like the startup menu. That's really it. That's really it. That's why people are boycotting it because of that. So it's not like it really is like forced down your throat in the game. Like I said before, people do complain that there are too many black women in the game, which does sound a bit racist, but apparently like I don't know. People did say that like majority of the characters are black women, which you can say is a bit weird, but anyway, I digress. Like essentially, you just look very irrational if you refuse to buy a game for that reason. You refuse to. If I was in your, if you're interested in the Starfield game, I don't think it's a series. I think this is the first ever game in the series. I'm not sure though. Pretty comments if you do know. Just say I don't want to buy the game because it is rushed. Because apparently it has mixed reviews, and it doesn't look, and it's really, and the game looks quite ugly for I seen. The game does look pretty ugly. There's lots of reasons why you could refuse to not buy a game, than saying I don't like it because they have pronouns in essentially. Like, just if I cared about it so much, which I don't care. I would say I really want not buying the game because it looks ugly, it's rushed, and essentially that's it. And also you can use a bit about complaining about the too many black women in the game as proof of that. Since why are there not other characters that are not black women that are just not other characters like white men or something along those lines? You could say that because they rushed the game, which they probably did to an extent, since apparently it is a bit buggy, not extremely buggy, but they have bugs in it, which isn't good. But anyway. So just say that. Just say, well, look, I don't want to play the game because it's rushed. Don't refuse to buy the game because of they them pronouns. Like, yes, you might not like it, but from an outside looking in, from my point of view, you look silly. You look really stupid. Like you won't buy a game, but buy a game just for something on like for a screen that you just have to press. That is just barely, but it's practically irrelevant. Practically irrelevant. So anyway, that's all I really have to say. And this is just a quick discussion video. Put comments below what you thought about Starfield. Do you think it's a good game or do you not? And what do you think about the controversy in general? I just find it like my basically thoughts on they are right. The people who don't like it are right for criticising it, but it doesn't look good on their behalf essentially. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. Goodbye.